In this video, I want to go ahead and destroy evolution. Let's go.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
In this video, I will be presenting proof of two things. The first thing I will prove is that evolution is not true and did not happen. And the second thing is by disproving evolution, I will be proving that life was created. Evolution says we all came from a single-celled organism known as the common ancestor. If you don't know what the common ancestor is, I will be explaining what it is. But for now, know that if anyone ever tries to tell you evolution is proof there is no God, you can tell them that they are wrong. Evolution starts after this guy already exists and does not explain where it came from. It doesn't even try. If you want to talk about where the common ancestor guy came from, you aren't talking about evolution anymore. You're talking about something else called biogenesis or abiogenesis. So again, if someone tells you evolution proves there is no God, you can tell them they're wrong and that it doesn't explain the origins of life. Now, evolution cannot be used to disprove a creator, but I will show you that by disproving evolution, we can see that the only logical conclusion is that there is a creator. Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about evolution. Evolution starts with a little single-celled organism, which is called our common ancestor, which I mentioned earlier. You can think of this guy as the great-great-great-grandfather for everything. According to evolution, all life came from this one single-celled organism. What this means is every living thing is on one single family tree. And at the top of that tree is this common ancestor guy. Now, after speaking with some people about this point, it seems not everyone understands this, so let me attempt to explain it. You might have heard evolution says we all came from monkeys. Well, that's not exactly what the claim is. It actually says monkeys and humans share what's called a common ancestor, which would make us cousins with monkeys, okay? Well, did you know the common ancestor of monkeys and humans also has a common ancestor? And that common ancestor has a common ancestor. And this process continues all the way up to the top of our family tree. The guy on the top is the original common ancestor, who is a single-celled organism. Now this means that we are all cousins. We're cousins of everything. If it eats, breathes, grows, or has a pulse, we are related to it. So remember, according to evolution, every living thing is related and is on the same family tree. Okay, now we know what the common ancestor is. Let's talk about when this common ancestor guy lived, okay? When did our family tree start? Evolution says this little guy lived between 3 to 4 billion years ago. And back then, the Earth was not the same as it is today. It was a much, much worse time and place to live. But somehow, this little common ancestor, this little single-celled organism guy, was not only able to live, he was able to have children and start this whole evolution thing, okay? So what is the problem with this theory that we all evolved from a single-celled organism? My biggest problem is that this whole evolution thing only happened one time. Guess what? There have been a lot more single-celled organisms that have lived over the last 4 billion years. Since the time when that little guy lived, 3 to 4 billion years have gone by, and the Earth's environment has been getting better, which means the conditions for these little single-celled organisms to start their own family trees was also getting better. So somewhere along the line, more of these single-celled organisms should have been able to begin this process too. Maybe one somewhere around 2 billion years ago, maybe another 1 billion years ago, but it didn't. According to evolution, this process only happened once. Okay, so how does this destroy evolution? The fact that there is not more than one family tree is proof that evolution is wrong. This tells me we did not all come from this one single-celled organism. This tells me no life ever evolved from a single-celled organism. Think about it. This tells me we have a common ancestor, but it's not a single-celled one. It seems clear to me the only logical, true common ancestor is God. Now, people say you need time to see evolution. Well, 4 billion years